Welcome to the Villain Conference.
Hey all, and welcome back to another session of Lovingly Evil, the Big Bad Dating Sim. I'm Agent of Mischief, and today we are going to be romancing Imperia Maissard, aka the Evil Stepmother. I'm going to skip this beginning dialogue because we've been through it a bit, but probably I will show you Imperia's dialogue.
Feel free to ask me anything.
Excuse me for the interruption, but I believe I was given the wrong badge.
Just a moment.
Just a moment, ma'am. I'm currently serving another customer. Preposterous. I'll have you know that I am a VIP guest. Haven't you heard of the Maissard family? Skeleton turns to address you, looking distressed.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, but I need to help Lady Maissard. Could you go get your picture taken while I'm busy? You'll need to get it for your badge. You nod and make your way towards the nearby photographing station. Okay, so we're gonna be getting the character customization. And because I kind of like my character to fit or contrast at least somewhat with our love interest, we are going to try to make our character royalty if at all possible. Let's see, there's a crown, isn't there? Excellent. What color jewels do we want? Get some pink ones. Let's go with our bling first. Let's see. It could be... yeah, let's have some scars. Maybe I'm queen, but I just get the shit kicked out of me on the reg. Or I just do a lot of fighting in general. Yeah. I just want to be really scarred up. Let's see. Be fun. Let's get this lovely little raven over here. Spooky looking queen. Let's see. Yeah, the green. It might stay as a ginger, we'll see. Oh, I kind of like those eyes. They speak to me right now. See those, though. I look possessed. Let's see. I'm thinking warrior, king or queen. Some of these noses looks the most like I've been in too many fights. I don't know if any of them really speak to that. Kind of looks like it could be, or maybe you just got big nose. I don't know. Let's go back. I would like Arlie. Yeah, that's a nice long face. What kind of hair feels the queenliest? Like the snake hair. That feels like something maybe royalty would have going on. These like maybe hairs, these bits of hair that are just kind of up like that. Let's go with this. What color do we like? Let's go with black. villainous. I'm a warrior queen. There's also wears a really stylish suit, maybe. I still really like that look. Maybe a pirate queen. I know they don't have a pirate background, but I feel like that could be pirate queen. The colors they got. I'm feeling the blue. What colors we got in that jacket? Let's go with purple. Makes me feel extra royal. I might get rid of the piercing. Not the bird. I like the bird. What would it look like if I did have facial hair? I just want to see different kinds. I'm probably not gonna mess with it because I don't really feel like creating a male character necessarily. My eyebrows should be black too. I don't know, I'm kind of not feeling the bird. What does it look like without the bird? I like having a pet though. There. Actually, let's have a frog. The frog can sit on my shoulder. I'm digging the yellow frog. Okay. Ooh, that makes me look kind of like Frankenstein though. Fuck it. I'm gonna be green again. I'm the Frankenstein queen.
Looking good.
Frankenstein pirate queen. That doesn't make any fucking sense, but I don't care. Looking good. Sorry for the interruption earlier. The Maisards are a very powerful family. Next, we'll need some background information. Please fill out this form. Now, don't look at me like that. Forms can be fun if you have the right mindset. Here, I'll help you. Fill in your name, please. It's a good queenly name. Arya. I just like the name Arya. Honestly, I've liked it best from, well, I like to use that as like an elf name sometimes for D&D character because of the character in the Aragon books, and then also, I mean, there's Arya from Game of Thrones, and much as I hated those last 2 seasons, I still love me some Arya Stark. Aryas are just very powerful. Ooh, fuck it. Let's see. Here's a pretty name. Oh, it won't let me have Calamity. Can I be Callie Calamity? Oh god, that would be a good roller derby name. Still say
Next
she,
question.
We'll be 37. Let's see. Maybe a demigod.
And next.
Thank you. Next question. What's your greatest achievement? Solid way of financing your villainous lifestyle.
And
next question. Do you have any special diet requirements? Unfortunately, our delivery service made a mistake and we won't be getting any AB type until day 3 of the conference. My deepest apologies.
Next question.
Next question, only a couple left. What inspires your evil deeds? I have so many dead spouses. My condolences. Next, we have some terms you need to agree to. I hereby assure I'm evil and I vow to cause inconvenience and suffering upon those that are good. One last term before we're done. By attending the villain conference, you agree to subscribe to the Very Evil Villain newsletter, and that's it. Here's your brand new badge.
I hope you enjoy your time at the...
Okay, yeah, them's the rules. Okay. Green demigod. Hey, you! That door leads to the VIP area and is off limits. Show me your VIP badge. You decide that forgery is the way to go, so you walk around the corner and grab your trusty crayon. The end result isn't perfect, but it's still worth a try, right? Hi again, here's my VIP badge. It doesn't look right. You trying to fool me, punk? How dare you? This is very real and special VIP badge. There's only one way to find out. Prepare for battle. Wits! Okay, so they're gonna make me do the tutorial. I mean, I've done it already, but I can't skip. Okay. Aggressive beats logic. Emotional. You guys can look at the tutorial all you want. This round gets 10 points. Okay, so I'm going to go with aggressive, and I win because I have higher points. Okay, let's play logical. Ooh, okay, he gets that. Shit. Okay, I'm playing another aggressive then. Yeah, that might be all he has too, huh? Ah, damn. Yeah. Okay. Ha. Take that, Mr. Moo Man. Moo. I'm just playing my highest cards. Oh, so dramatic. Damn it. Okay, I'm getting my ass beat now. Sneaky son of a bitch. Okay. I'm not really convinced. Better next time, buddy. I know how to play. Okay. Watch me be real bad at this game. Fuck, okay, I'm glad that wasn't wasted. Come on. Booyah. Damn it. Oh, a tie. Yes! Fuck you. Looks like you're right. Very sorry about the mix-up. Please proceed. You see the lady from earlier sitting in one of the extravagant seats of the VIP area. She gives you a long look that makes you feel like you're in an X-ray machine. What's a lowlife like you doing here? Ah, well, that is understandable. But do you even know who I am? Bravo, you bothered to show at least a bare minimum amount of effort. I assume you swindled the security guard. I would be impressed, but that boorish fellow couldn't tell a thug from an emperor.
Her Royal Highness, Queen Imperia Maissard of Lusitania.
If you were supposed to be here, you'd surely have known to address me as Her Royal Highness, Queen Imperia Maissard of Lusitania. You're starting to bore me already. Networking. We rarely leave the VIP area. The peasants look up to me and wish they could talk to me, and they proceed to talk to each other about their desire to meet me, and so the word spreads. In other words, I don't know people. People know me. Oh, I see. Any other reasons? Up here I can be at ease. No one would dare to try and poison me while I'm in the convention area, and free of pesky social climbers trying to talk to me. Apart from you, of course. Ouch. Oh, and I suppose it's nice to give a break from that insufferable brat. My stepdaughter, that is. Don't get me started about her. She's a thorn in my side that I can't seem to remove. She's my late husband's daughter. How dare he die and leave me alone with that brat? The audacity! Take care of her as your own, he said, his final parting gift to me. If I had a daughter, she'd be nothing like that weak, indecisive goody two-shoes. Tell me, do you have any children of your own? As do I. Pets can be useful, unlike children. Snakes are beautiful, and their venom can be used for all sorts of things. What's Lusitania like? I don't think I've ever been. I mean, it's a country. It's a kingdom with a hereditary monarchy, forests, towns, a castle. Some magic, of course. Do you like it there? Oh, I chose it. The reason I originally approached the Lake King was that it was a good country and I wanted it for my own. None. Really? Not exactly. I suppose. Felix makes good company. Who's Felix? Felix von Gloomheart, a pale, somewhat delicate-looking man. Perhaps you've seen him around. He's one of the only people here with proper manners, and a delightfully wide understanding of culture and arts, even if it is a bit outdated. He can also be forgetful at times, but it doesn't matter. I'll take forgetfulness over boorishness any day. If you see him, tell him to come greet me. I'd love to have to go down there. I don't understand how he can stand it. He does keep some questionable company, so perhaps he is used to the roughness of commoners. I don't need others to tell me how to do my job. That said, I might ask securities to escort me to one or two just for fun. It will probably disappoint me, but I'm willing to take that chance. Although I like the peacefulness of the VIP area, I don't want to sit here for 4 days doing nothing. Do you have any pets? Pets? I keep some snakes for their venom and to use as accessories. Aside from that, not really. Unless you count the prisoners I keep in the dungeon. Oh, that reminds me. I'll have to have them fed once I return home. What's your favorite food? I'm trying to pick a good one to match my brand. Something scary, not pudding. Apple pie. Haha, good one. She gives you a look that could turn someone to stone. That's not a power she has, is it? What I meant was, it's a great pick, very on brand, as expected from a veteran. Do you like apple pie, Kelly Calamity? I'll bake you one sometime. Your smile makes you sweat. If you stay on my good side, I won't poison it either. Thank you, Your Majesty. You should never underestimate the humble pumpkin pie. They are homely and unassuming. No one expects any ill intent from one. They're the kind of thing that a mother or grandmother bakes with love. What better vehicle for threats or poison? I see, I hadn't thought about it like that. You should. I appreciate blatant evil, of course, but subtle evil is that much more delicious once it pays off. You're a master at debating, Lady Maissard. How did you hone your craft? Indeed I am. You, on the other hand, would stand to be less obvious from trying to get to things by... You, on the other hand, could stand to be less obvious when trying to get things by flattering people. As to how I honed my craft, I couldn't say. I've always known how to stand my ground and not compromise on what I want. But isn't compromising an important tool in negotiations? Oh, you have to let people think you're compromising, of course. But I don't make a habit of actually yielding on anything I set out to accomplish. The trick is to ask for much more than you need at the start. That way, you can make your opponent think they got a small victory from you, even if you got everything you wanted and more. I see. I don't think that'll always work, though. I doubt I would have gotten far if I told the bouncer I wanted entrance to the VIP area and also a fancy cocktail. Well, when it comes to general strategies, you focus on the balance of logic, aggression, and emotion. If your opponent is basing their argument on logic, it's easy to make it crumble with enough aggression. Logic, on the other hand, is good against emotional arguments. It's easy to make them look silly. Finally, although I'm personally not very fond of them, emotional arguments work wonders against aggression. It's easy to garner sympathy with them. That makes sense. I guess I had an instinctive sense of what would work, but it's a different thing to actively use a strategy like this. Well, I'm a natural, so I wouldn't know what difference it makes, but I look forward to seeing you try. Goodbye. Okay, I'm not reading the conference tips. Okay, it's way past lunch.
Infuriating.
Can't the lady get any service around here? Oh, it's you. All the servants seem to have disappeared somewhere. I suspect they are hiding from me. The staff here are so poorly trained. You can't take an honest insult. Don't work in the service industry. Well, fetch me a staff member. There must be someone around. Off you go now. no familiar face at the cafe, decided to go somewhere else.
Excuse me, but have you seen my mother?
She should be attending this conference. What's your mother's name? Imperia Maissard. Oh, I should introduce myself. I'm Rose Maissard. Nice to meet you. I'm Callie Calamity.
I'm Rose Maissard, Crown Princess of Lusitania.
Nice to meet you too. So your mother is the queen, your highness. Oh, no need to be so formal. You're my mother's work associate, so you can address me casually. But yes, mother is the queen. Ever since father passed away, it's just been me and mother. She's not my birth mother. When father died, I was too young to rule, so she inherited the crown.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, miss, but if you don't have a badge, I must ask you to leave.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's too bad. Could you tell my mother I came by if you see her?
Absolutely.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Callie Calamity. Good luck with your quest to eradicate villainy. It's very noble.
What does she think we do here?
To be honest, I find her remark insulting towards our attendees.
Aww.
But she is a princess. There. I already looked there, didn't I? See Lady Maissard sitting in one of the chairs, seat next to her are suspiciously empty. Don't just stand there, the talk is about to continue. You hesitate a bit before sitting next to Lady Maissard. The two of you listen to the talk in silence. Okay, it's the Crimson Vindicator. I've already done that. Didn't I ask you to bring me someone from the staff? Imaginary friends don't count, darling. Off you go now.
How can I help you?
Lady Maissard requires assistance, but there are no staff members in the VIP area.
Aww.
Oh, I see. Well, we better get going then. How may I help you, Lady Maissard? Finally! The color of the stars is unpleasant. The stars outside?
Ugh.
Do you see any stars inside?
Sorry.
No, ma'am. I'm terribly sorry, but I don't think there is anything we can do about the color of the stars. Don't you have a wizard or some other powerful magician who could handle situations like this? I'm afraid not, but I'd like to speak to the manager. But ma'am, I am the manager. I mean the real manager. I don't know what to tell you, ma'am. You don't need to tell me anything. Tell the manager to come see me here once she gets here. But yes, Lady Maissard. That wasn't so hard now, was it? Off you go. Well, that was atrocious. Perhaps you can serve as a distraction from the horrible service of this event. What are you implying?
Oh.
Would you now? What could you possibly do for me? The thing you just heard me ask for then. Not very original. You're going to have to try a little harder if you want to impress me. What's the job of a queen like? Is it like paperwork, or do you just go around telling people what to do? It's whatever I want to do, really. I'm the only one who has a say in what needs my personal attention. Paperwork happens, but the only things I handle myself are important treaties and the like. Things I can't trust my subjects to get right. Most of it is talking to people, of course. Servants, officials, diplomats, royalty. Everyone wants a piece of me, but I decide who gets the privilege. It's hard work, keeping everyone just the right amount of unhappy so they'll have to strive to do better and never feel like they're good enough. I guess you have a pretty good work ethic. She looks offended. I should hope not. What I mean is that I keep all the strings in my hands, not that I'm pulling on them non-stop. Work smart, not hard? Exactly. So I was wondering, do you always just have someone fetch your staff when you need something? Not always. I often use the phone when I'm here. That reminds me. Give me your phone. Lady Maissard types something on your phone. I have added my contact information. Oh, okay. Be grateful. I don't give my number to just anyone, but you might prove useful. What's your most notable villainous deed? I myself murdered my rich husband. A respectable achievement. I would have done that myself in different circumstances. Well, in terms of scale, I would say that usurping the throne of Lusitania would be it. Rose should have inherited it when she was 15. But my personal favorite must be the time I told all my peasants that the old lease on their land was coming to an end and that they needed to start paying me more or move out. The land was really theirs, of course, but how could they prove that? All I needed to do was have some papers forged, and those served as indisputable evidence. It was the first document any of their plots ever appeared on. I was able to create a great serf system thanks to that. I guess that's it. I guess that it served you well. Excuse me, I think I'm hearing things. If you said what you think I did, I would have to have you beheaded. How much do you actually work in your usual day-to-day? I'm trying to get a better work-life balance myself. It depends. There's a lot of variation. I don't imagine you could arrange your schedule quite like mine. Sometimes I don't do anything in an official capacity for weeks. When it's necessary, I will work 20 hours a day. 20 hours sounds like torture. I couldn't do that. I prefer keeping a steady pace over longer stretches of time. Believe me, when you're ruling a country, 20-hour days are sometimes necessary, even if you try to keep a steady workflow. So I prefer to take it easy when they are not. So were you the only person with political power in Lusitania? That must rule. She gives you a look. Pun not intended, I swear. In practice, yes. There's a council of elders, of course. It's too bad about the members who won't accept bribes. You had them killed? Well, surely I don't know what you're talking about. A group of rebel wizards attacked and turned them into frogs. A terrible tragedy. They were such bright individuals. Their lives were saved, fortunately, but nothing could be done about their capabilities. Like speech. It's a lifetime position, so they still attend the meetings, of course. The other members seem bothered by it, but I told them we shouldn't discriminate. So what's people's opinion of you, like, back home? I'm wondering there's a certain level of agreeableness you have to maintain to avoid riots and stuff like that. Well, there are two ways to go about that. A certain level of agreeableness, as you put it, or enough fear and hopelessness to dissuade the people from rebelling. I don't swear off either of the two. A dash of charm here, a sprinkle of executions there. Some people are drawn to me and try to get on my good side. As if there was one. Others hate me and fear me, but I've made it plenty clear what happens to those who oppose me. Are there really no uprisings? There aren't, non-existent, of course. That's what happens under evil government. I tend to look at the bright side and use them as chances to sow further discord and despair amongst the rebels. Nothing's more delicious than Hulk nipped in the bud. I imagine you have to deal with politics a lot being the leader of a nation. What are your political leanings? Surely you agree that sincere political opinions are necessary for a villain. I disagree. Is that so? Well, believe what you will, I don't make a habit of arguing with fools like you. As for what I utilize strategically, I like to talk about trickle-down benefits a lot myself. A nation with a wealthy capital city and royals living in luxury is a benefit to all and so forth. What better way to enrich yourself than to make the impoverished peasants think that if they work hard enough, they could too end up in similar conditions. Traditional fairy tales are an excellent tool to garner sympathy for royalty, by the way. They make you dream about being the one to marry a prince or princess. It'll never really happen, of course, but if you dream about it, you're less likely to turn on the aristocracy. It's genius, you should give classes on this stuff. Do I need to? There is hardly a unique approach. I believe there are similar systems in place all over the world. Goodbye. Convention Center is about to close for the day, but the night is young. Time to head to the nightclub. Your first day at the villain conference is over, and your tired body is yearning for the soft embrace of the hotel bed waiting in your room. But as tired as you are, you know where the real networking happens in events like these, the parties. You head towards the nightclub. As you enter, you are enveloped by loud, atmospheric music, the chatter of hundreds of villains, and warm, humid air that smells a bit sweaty if you get close to all the dancers. It's impossible not to get close to the dancers. Wandering around in search of familiar faces, you spot a peaceful oasis near the bar. How can there be such an uncrowded area here? As you approach, you see that it's being kept clear by 4 guards, and a table in the middle, Imperia Maissard is nursing a drink, looking bored. Before you can talk to her, the guards block your path. Lady Maissard, hello! She turns to look at you. It doesn't seem like she's particularly delighted to see you, but after a moment of consideration, she waves at the guards to let you pass. We meet again. So it seems. She barely bothers to raise her voice, forcing you to lean in close so you'll miss what she's saying. Your hopeless adulation amuses me, so I'll allow you to keep me company for a while. It's surprising to see you here, Lady Maissard. It is. I suppose it must be. I certainly don't enjoy being surrounded on all sides by commoners, but that can be remedied. She gestures at the guards. And I do enjoy the music and the drinks. Really? She gives you a look, and you get the feeling that was half a comment too many. Yes. It's a change of pace. I've made sure there aren't any nightclubs in Lusitania, but that doesn't mean I don't enjoy going to one every once in a while. The music is quite exotic. It's interesting what can be achieved with the widespread use of electricity. So did you make a special reservation? How does one get a private area at a club like this? I don't know how someone like you would do it. I just brought some guards with me and told them to keep people away. Without permission? I'm the queen of a country. I tend to assume I have permission unless otherwise stated. That sounds rad. I wish I could do that. What's stopping you? Though I assume you may end up with a different outcome, considering your standing. So are you just here to sit at your own table and relax alone, or have you talked to people? Oh, I'll speak with a few who are worthy of my time. Felix came by earlier and we had a pleasant chat. Although some acquaintance of his dragged him off after a while. He's a bit of a pushover like that. I'm obviously superior company, but he feels the obligation to say hello to everyone. Well, aside from people like him, I'll sometimes let some upstarts through just to mess with him. She smirks at you and you quickly turn your eyes to the drinks menu. Even if your cheeks have turned a bit red, she probably can't tell in this lighting. I think that's enough for tonight. Off you go now. Lady Maissard gestures towards the guards who make sure you leave without causing a fuss. Well, it was fun while it lasted. You make the most of your night on the dance floor before retiring for the night. The morning of the second day. You enter the now familiar conference center, still a bit tired from last night's party. As you walk in the lobby, you see Lady Maissard talking to a young woman. But Mother, why can't I have a pass? I'd very much like to join you. I have told you not to come here. Are you so daft that you don't understand a simple order? No, So you do understand. I wouldn't have thought a princess would be so disobedient and rude as to defy her mother's wishes. I'm sorry, Mother. Yes, well, you should be. Come he now. Leave the politics to your mother. Why don't you go back to Lusitania and have the servants draw you a nice hot bath? Thank you for always taking care of me, Mother. Reception hall seems to be empty. Conference, blah blah blah. Hello. Good morning, Kelly Calamity. Morning. Did you sleep well? Hotel beds are so comfy, aren't they?
Oh.
They are? I see. That's a level of comfort you're used to. I suppose it wasn't the worst night's sleep I've had. But even after all these years, the VIP suite is still not up to my standards.
Ugh.
I complained about the color of the carpet last year, and what do I see when I come back? The same carpet. The nerve of these people. Wait, did you wait until last year to complain about it? Have carpet fashions changed? Oh, I pointed out that it wasn't soft enough the year before. They changed it, but the replacement looks absolutely hideous. It's off by at least 2 shades. Fix one thing and break another. That's how it is with these people. I saw you talking to your stepdaughter in the lobby. Spying on me first thing in the morning, Oh, don't look so worried, darling. I'm just teasing. What did you think of her? Oh, very perceptive of you. She's dumb as a brick. Or rather, unbelievably naive. She sees the good in everyone and everything, including where it doesn't exist. Her naivete makes her easy to manipulate, but it also makes her terrible company. Imagine being so good that adorable tiny songbirds flock around you. As well as she's not constantly covered in bird feces, your guess is as good as mine. What makes her all the more infuriating is that in some ways she does resemble her father. You hate your stepdaughter so much, why haven't you, gotten rid of her? I suppose my husband wouldn't know if I disregarded his last wish and disposed of that wretched brat. Believe me, I've thought about it, but I can't do it to him. I can't do it behind his back, because I know that this is one thing he wouldn't accept. And if I did away with her, it would mean the end of his bloodline. So she lives and bugs me endlessly. Let's talk about something else. I get a headache thinking about her. Would you believe me if I told you I married my husband for love? Well, power and money too, naturally, but mostly love. I did some stupid things in my youth. That's part of growing up, I suppose. Marrying the man of my dreams, who also happens to be royalty, was a fairy tale come true. The fame, the glamour, the adoring husband. But our story wasn't a fairy tale. It was a tragedy. It wasn't long after the marriage that my husband passed away, leaving behind a mourning widow to take care of another woman's child. A whole kingdom, too. He didn't cheat on me, if that's what you're wondering. He wouldn't have dared. Rose is a child from his earlier marriage. Why are you telling me this? Because there's no way for you to use it against me. Yes, I used to be a foolish and sentimental girl in love, but my husband is long dead. Naturally, everyone thought I had murdered him to take over the country. After all, the circumstances around his death were somewhat shady. The healers couldn't find out what was wrong with him. He just got weaker and weaker until he died. The healers' incompetence prevented me from helping him. It didn't help my reputation that I wasn't one to lie around consumed by sorrow. I finally had a country of my own, and I wasn't about to leave it in the hands of incompetent fools. I swiftly took charge as the supreme ruler and got confirmation of something I'd always believed. I was good at it, better than my late husband had been. And that's that. Did your husband approach ruling the same way as you? Wasn't a villain, no. He was a good man. I'm not surprised my stepdaughter turned out the way she did, being his child. He wasn't like me, but it didn't matter. What he didn't know couldn't hurt him, after all. I think he had an inkling of my ambition, but he didn't know. I had my methods of helping him, and I kept them hidden because I knew it would only cause pain to us both if he knew. Wasn't it tough having to hide parts of yourself from the person you loved? That's how love works, believe it or not. No marriage would last if you had to truly share everything. She's so dense and naive. How does she manage to get... She's so dense and naive. How does she manage to get under your skin so much? Why haven't you just locked her in a tower? You wouldn't believe the trouble I've had to go in order to keep her out of my sight. She always comes back to me, none the wiser. Animals help her for badness' sake. Animals? I sent her to live in a shed in the forest, and she came back riding on a deer, thanking me for the great nature holiday. And it's not just animals. I hid her good clothes so she can't come to my parties, but she keeps turning up anyway in one sparkly dress after another. I still haven't found out where she gets them. Have you checked her fairy godmothers? Oh, they were one of the first things I disposed of as queen. I thought that would have been the case too, but as far as I can tell, things just keep popping up, replacing whatever method I've blocked. You've got it rough. Tell me about it. I suppose I do feel like a mother in some ways. I've had to pretend to be one for so long that it has become part of my identity. Have you ever wanted children of your own? When I was a child, I always thought I'd get married and have children. Though I'm not sure if I truly wanted it, or if I just expected it to happen because everyone around me took it for granted. Have you had to deal with that pressure, Kelly Calamity? So you know what I'm talking about. People are so small-minded about women without children. The prying and hand-wringing starts before you've even had time to weigh the pros and cons of marriage. Do you have children? Why not? You're not getting any younger, you know.
Ugh.
As if that's all there is to being a woman. Preach, ma'am. My goals aren't as trivial as paving the way for the next generation. I want to enjoy the fruits of my labor myself. Haven't you told your stepdaughter what you think about her? Be it from heartbreak or a silly sense of morality, I don't think she would keep bothering you after that. I've treated her like my own daughter for years. I'm not about to disregard my husband's last wish now. The expression on her face is equally repulsed and determined. It's very threatening and kind of sexy. You wonder if you could do that with your face if you practiced enough. Wait, what were you talking about? Don't be. I've lived with this for so long that I'm used to it. I'm already queen. It's kind of the highest rung on the career ladder, don't you agree? So I suppose my goal is to maintain my position until I meet my demise.
Bold remark.
What do you mean? Why settle on being queen of country when you could be the queen of the world? Do you have any idea how difficult conquering kingdoms is? I'm sure it's not too difficult for you. Lady Maissard laughs. You're not wrong. I haven't thought about conquest in a while, but I've never been one to settle for less than perfect. I don't wish to become an old hag with no ambition or direction, but that may very well happen if I don't keep reaching for new heights. Thank you for your input. You've given me something to think about. Oh shit, someone with the phone. Oh, it's text from her. If you had the kingdom wrong, how will you handle it? Fishing for tips, huh? Absolutely not. I'm simply curious about your point of view. I would make everyone bow down to me. Never let them doubt who's in control. And what of inevitable rebellions? I'd crush them. Which would inevitably lead to more rebellions. And we're so busy tramping them down, you wouldn't have time for anything else. I'll bring you something to drink. What would you like? Surprise me. Oh, and most poisons don't work on me, so you'll have to get creative. You head to the bar. This seems like a test. You bring back a big martini. You didn't expect it to be novelty size. Lady Maissard nods approvingly, choosing by the alcohol content. I don't mind. Did I get it right on the first try? I like a lot of things, but yes, this is one of them. Well done. She seems genuinely pleased. You catch yourself wondering how you could get more of her approval. Whoa there. How do you feel about the image of the Wicked Stepmother, Lady Maissard?
Oh.
Wicked Stepmother, are you calling me one, Kelly Calamity? She raises her eyebrows. It brings to mind the blade of a guillotine being raised above some poor bastard's neck. And she laughs. I can always count on you for the most delicious reactions. Don't worry, I'm well aware of my image. Lady Maissard? The image of stepmothers. She smirks at your flustered face. Fashion-wise, I'd say they tend to be passable, but it's glaringly obvious that they're written to be defeated and humiliated. Take Snow White. I need the task to be done without my involvement being apparent. I'm not going to become the old woman I want to see in the world. Who has time for that? Any ruler worth their salt should have plenty of old women at their disposal. I see your point, but put yourself in harm's way when you have perfectly good, or rather, satisfactory underlings who can do the job. Exactly. If they're unwilling to do what you tell them, well, it's an indication that your grip on them is too weak, isn't it? You can't use either fear or deceit to make your subjects dispose of one girl. I don't know that you deserve to be queen, frankly. What was your mother like, Lady Maissard? It's quite a personal question, but I suppose I may as well answer to pass the time. My villainous backstory doesn't involve any family drama. She was like any other mother of her social class. We weren't particularly close, as it's common for children of nobles to be looked after by servants. Well, she did a fairly good job raising me, though she was a little old-fashioned, saying things like women's influence should be enacted through the husband. What about you, Kelly Calamity? Oh, I love my mom. She's the best. I see.
I suppose.
I suppose I don't really know what a relationship such as yours is like. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad I don't. I like to keep strong attachments to a minimum. That way I can always do whatever I want. So I'm curious, do you have any magical abilities? What makes you think I would? Stories, I guess. Besides, a lot of people here do. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you'll have to keep wondering. But why? It's a secret. Don't you think it's more threatening that way? You don't know what I could do to you. I like to keep it that way. So you do have magic. You keep it hidden so people can't verify your limits. But what if I'm just hiding the fact I don't have any magical abilities to keep people in fear of a non-existent threat? I mean, we could argue about this all day, but that doesn't change the fact that I could never reveal the truth of it to anyone. Not even my late husband knew, so it would take quite a lot for me to tell someone like you. Have you thought about bringing your kingdom in the 21st century, Lady Maissard? I mean, introducing things like social media? Seeing as we're currently in the 11th century by our system, I would say no. Besides, social media is no good for royalty. Have you seen the way revolutionary movements spread here? You're right, I guess. It makes it a lot harder to suppress information. But it's too bad. I would have loved to add you on Instagram. Oh, I do have an account there. You do? The fact that most of my subjects live in medieval conditions doesn't stop me from taking part in the villain community online, does it? I would argue the opposite is true. That's great. What's your handle? I'll follow you. It's Queen. Just Queen? Yes. What about it? It's really cool that you have such a short name. Were you an early adopter? Oh no, I'm sure you can figure it out that that's not the only way to secure the handle you want. Oh, was it bribery or threats? You'll have to ask my social media manager if you really want to know. I don't concern myself with such matters. You have a social media manager? Even though most people in your country don't have phones? Lady Maissard just smirks. Right. Looking her up on Instagram, you see that she has a huge following. Her pictures look like there's a whole crew behind them. There probably is. Almost immediately after pressing the follow button, you get a notification that Queen has followed you back. Go ahead, say it. You're spinning all kinds of delusions in your head right now, aren't you? You turn your eyes to my following list, you'll see that I follow a great deal of people. I don't usually manage my account myself, so it's no skin off my back. And it's an easy way to make people feel positively towards me. Be warned though, if you tag me in some ridiculous meme, it may be some literal skin off your literal back, Kelly Calamity. Goodbye. She might be at lunch now. It's lunchtime. Nope. I guess not. I'll just eat alone. Went to the cafe, solitude is very peaceful. Excuse me, but I've noticed you've been talking to Lady Maissard a lot. Yeah, so? You aren't bothering her, are you? She's a very private person. She'd send me away if she wanted to. Maybe so, but I still insist you stop pestering her. Oh, you insist? Yes, I insist. Well, I insist I am not bothering her. Well, there's only one way to find out. Prepare for battle of wits. Starting with 3 times modifier, you get 30 points. Your opponent used a bet to lose modifier, so they get 7 points for winning the bet. Number in your card counts as double. For example, if you play this modifier card on a basic card with number 6 on the number. Number on the basic card also counts as 12. You win this round. You gain 20 points instead of 10. 30 instead of 10. 7 points. Okay.
sorry.
You're not sorry at all, Skeleton Man. Don't lie to me. Ha! I am destroying him right now.
Sorry.
Oh, you aren't. Don't lie to me.
Oh. Sorry.
That's a tie. That's probably for the best.
Oh.
That didn't work out for me so good.
Sorry.
You aren't. Don't lie.
Sorry.
Jesus, okay, I'm gonna have to go after him again.
Sorry.
Yeah. I'm not convinced. Please tell me a convincing reason or leave. Okay, yeah. I already know how to play.
Oh.
Jesus, already he's getting me.
sorry. 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 Sorry.
God. Just blows. Come on.
Oh. Oh. Sorry. Sorry.
You weren't sorry at all, Skellington.
Sorry.
Okay, Jesus Christ. I may have to turn that off in settings.
Oh. Sorry. Oh. Sorry. Oh. Sorry. Oh. Oh.
Ha. That.
Oh. Oh.
Take
Oh
that,
my
sir.
gosh.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. Please proceed. Hello. Goodbye. Okay, that was it. Don't soundtrack for villains it is. Convention Center's about to close for the night, but the night is still young. The night is young. Time to head to the nightclub. You find Lady Maissard in the back of the room near the bar, surrounded by 4 guards. As you approach, the guards stop you, but Lady Maissard instructs them to let you through. Well, look who's here again. I see you're still not tired of pestering me. Never, my queen. Sit. You take a seat at the table and get prepared to crane your neck back in order to hear Lady Maissard over the pulsing sound of the music. So, any recommendations from the drinks menu? She looks at you and then down at her glass. It contains something so dark it's almost black. Recommendations, I do have them, but I doubt you could afford the drinks I tend to order here. Really? I know drinks are expensive at clubs, but I'm prepared to splurge tonight. Lady Maissard smiles. I suppose you can make the decision yourself. She picks up the menu and points to the listing at the bottom of the page. Oh. You've never seen that many digits on a menu. The smile on her face widens. Oh, actually, I'm allergic to tomatoes. Too bad. Oh, I'm sure. Well, aside from the extra torture of Virgin's blood, Bloody Mary, the house beer is passable if you're just looking to ingest alcohol. 1 house beer, please. So since this is a nightclub, do you ever dance here? No. Why not? What a question. Look around. Does this place look worthy for a queen to dance in? For a dancing queen? What was that? You're amazed your head is still attached to your body with the look she's giving you. Nothing, Your Majesty. I suppose it would seem unusual if that happened, to see you dancing here. Exactly. This establishment would gain quite a lot of status from being a club where the Queen of Lusitania has danced. I'm not here to be a cash cow or a spectacle for a bunch of peasants. Don't you like dancing at all? Not really. There isn't much excitement to it. Though I suppose there was once a time when I enjoyed it. I used to very much enjoy dancing with my husband. What kind of music do you enjoy, Lady Maissard? I must admit music is an area I don't have much of an interest in. I can tell when it's played poorly, and I punish that in the musicians in my employ, but I don't have a preference for genre. Although this electronic music from other dimensions is a welcome change of pace from the lutes, harpsichords, and the viola. I think that's enough for tonight. Off you go now. You make the most of your night on the dance floor before retiring for the night. To make the most of the rest of your night on the dance floor before retiring for the night. Alright. So I think we're gonna leave this here. So if you enjoyed this series, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoy how I play the game, if you enjoyed the game, whatever, feel free to hit the old like and subscribe buttons, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.